This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in DB adapter, uh, we have covered the operations and the select statement, right? So now we'll see how we
Yes.
can use the store procedure. Okay, agent is up and running. Now I have this database and here, uh, okay, so I have this store procedure. What it does, it takes one employee ID as input parameter and it returns the status. So once it takes the employee ID, it will delete that particular employee ID from EMB table. Alright.
Okay.
So I will use this store procedure and I will create one integration using this store procedure. So here I will say call store procedure identity. I'll take the REST connection as trigger point. And I will say call SP. As this is my delete operation, so I will select method as delete. I'm going to delete the employee from it, right? And the
Yes.
same thing, what I will do, I will create a template parameter here and I will get the response out of it. Right. Now here I will let the DB connection. Delete EMP from SP. Okay, so here operation I will select this one, invoke a store procedure. Okay, I will keep this one only. I'll say next. So as soon as I say next, it will ask me schema, HR schema. So under HR schema, whatever SPR store procedure or packages available, it will give me the list here. As this HR schema do not have any packages, so here it is not giving me any package name. But we have three store procedures here. So out of these three store procedure, one is the custom one, this one. So we have to use this one. Okay. Suppose we have thousands of packages or stored procedure, we can use this search pattern here. You can say XX, so it will give me only the particular. Okay, so I will say next and done. Okay, now come to the mapping. So here, this is my input parameter which I'm going to pass as EMP ID, and this is the input parameter of my store procedure. You see, it came by default P underscore EMP ID. If you see here,
That is from
here
the
also I
package,
have.
right?
Yes, just from the SP store procedure.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, P underscore EMP ID.
Okay.
So I will map with this. So whatever EMP ID I will pass into the web, this service integration, it will go into this store procedure input parameter. Then it will perform certain operation. Then the response. So again, this is the response here. You see, this is the output parameter of my store procedure.
Hmm.
P return status. So I will map this return status with the response. Okay, validate and yes. Save it. Tracking. Any question? Any doubt? Is it
No,
clear
Mohit.
with you?
Yeah, yeah, clear.
Activate. Okay, so this I will test using post. Okay, now I will query this. I will try to delete this EMP4. Okay, this is okay. So status we got employee ID for deleted. It's the same status whatever we got it from store procedure. If you come here and see it, the response, see this is what we got employee ID for sorry deleted this one because we found it. Na? We got one row, so we got employee ID for deleted. We got this correct. Now if I
Yes.
query this table, there is no more employee ID. Okay, and what if I run this again? As of now, I do not have employee ID 4 with me, correct? It is no more. So I will try to run it again and I am getting the status employee ID 4 not found. So again, it is from the same store procedure only. You see here, if this SQL percentage row count is, it is 0
Zero.
now, right? If it is
Yes.
greater than 0, then only it will say employee ID deleted. If it is else, it will say not found. Correct? So it is working as per the this process. It is working fine. Okay, it's clear with you, right? So
Yes.
similarly, if you get any requirement to use the show procedure or package, you can use it in the same way.
Sometimes, Mohit,
Yes, tell me.
if package having like two or more procedures or functions.
Yes.
Okay, but
So
I want only one function in that package.
yeah, it will allow you to select that.
You have to select the package in the package list. You have to select package, and the procedure list. You have to select procedure. Or
No, no, no.
uh,
When you select the package, so after that it will give you which subprograms you have to select under that. Okay. So
okay,
like
okay,
if you want to select any procedure or function, something like that. Okay?
okay.
Now I will show you how we can use the notification. So how we can send the notification. So I will create one new integration. Okay, I will select this scheduled orchestration here. Excuse me. Okay, so I will say send notification create. So here I'm not going to select any trigger point here or any REST connection here. So if you come to the actions, in actions in general, I have one notification function here. Okay, so I will drag simply I will drag this one and I will give it some name. Same notification. Okay, if you want to give description, you can give it so create. Okay, so here it will come from to subject and body. It is it is similar to the alerts you use in your Oracle apps. Okay,
Yes, yes.
but alerts fire on specific event. Here you know what you can do. You can create one integration. Okay, if you are any, you can use it in your if then else condition. If your something condition met, then you can fire this notification like this. You can use it in the same way. But I'm showing you how we can use this send notification function. Okay, so here from we always have to select ICS dot notifier at the rate oracle.com. Okay, this is going to be the default one. We have to use it in the from ICS dot notify.
You are creating standalone notification, right? That means
Come again.
standalone notification means whenever in any integration we can use this notification.
Yes, yes, yes. It is kind of
Yes, yes.
standalone. Yeah, so I'm just showing you how we can utilize this
Okay.
notification function here. But in
Otherwise,
integration,
in the integration itself, we can create a notification and send that right?
yes, yes, you can do it. You can.
Okay. Okay.
And into, I will give some email address. Okay, it is my email ID. This one. Okay, Aura.Lauda24. If you see here, I do not have any mail here. New
Okay.
unread mail. So I will receive email on this email ID. Subject, subject I can give anything. Okay, let's say this is test notification. And here you can write the body. Hi team, this is test notification. You can write any message, whatever you want.
Only message, or here we can write our HTML code and all also.
No, no, no.
No,
Message, HTML.
only text
But if
message.
you, yeah, but if you want to use some functions and all, you can use it from here. I'll show you that too. Or if you want, means you are creating an integration and means you are passing some input parameter. If you want to use your parameter here, means if you want to give your parameter into the tool list, you can use the same. Or if you
Okay.
want to use any other field, you can see when I click here, edit button, you will get the resource details here. As of now, we have not used any input parameter or any data, right? But if you will give some any your data is coming any source, then you will get the details here. Okay, then you
Okay.
can select and you can pass the data, any input parameter, any field. Okay, let's say you have some employee data. In the employee data you have some employee ID kind of thing, so you can pass that employee ID here, like that. You can use that. So how we can, okay, if you want to give something runtime data or anything in the body, so we have some parameters here. Okay, we have to define the parameter first. So to define the parameter means here we can define the parameter and we have to give some variable here. So I will give some variable name here. Okay, so I will keep it as parameter underscore one. I will go to this expression builder. So again, in this expression builder, whatever is coming from shows, you can give it in. Or else if you want to use any function, standard function, you can use any of these functions, whatever are available functions you have. Okay. So I will show you this. This is a default time start time. It shows in the integration. I will use this one. Okay. So here, what I will say. Okay, so here I will say time stamp is, so whatever parameter I have to use, I will copy this parameter name and we can use it in curly braces. Okay, like this. So you can create any number of parameters here and you can use it in your body as per your need. Whatever dynamic value you want to put it here. Reverse OSC T. Right, so it will give me the body like IT. This is the test notification timestamp, whatever timestamp it is. Okay, so this timestamp is like nothing but the one in database we used to get the sysdate timestamp, the same thing here also. Tracking. Activate. So this is scheduled. I created this as scheduled orchestration. So I will submit it. So you see, I do not have any mail yet. So as soon as I submit this, I will receive this. Submit now. Okay, it has submitted this. Now come to monitoring dashboard. This one. Okay. This set notification. It is showing me success. One processed, one successive. Started just now. Alright. So again, if I come here in my mails, here I've received this notification just now. If I open it, I will get this. This is the test notification and this is the body. Okay, ID, this is the test completed timestamp, this is a timestamp, this is the server timestamp. Alright?
Yes.
Yeah. So similarly, if you want to send it to multiple users, here, if you want to send it to multiple users here into, you can use it the comma separator simply. Okay, like this comma, then you can use any number of email addresses like this one is yours, right?
Yes.
So I will put here and you will see you will also receive a notification. Okay, like this. Refresh. Close. Okay, I will submit it again. Submit now. Okay, so it is received, submitted. Now you can see your email, Gmail box if you received the notification.
Yeah. I received.
Okay, I also received the same. It is sent to
Okay.
two mail IDs. Clear this, right? How we can use
Yeah.
the notification also. So similarly, you
Yeah.
can use it as per your requirement anywhere.
Uh, yeah, Mohit. This is also an integration, right?
Yeah, this is integration.
Suppose
See,
in our call stored procedure integration is there, right?
sorry, come again. In what?
That call stored procedure integration.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
In that we can use it.
Yes, you can use it. Why not?
Okay. So
You
it
can
means
use, see this
we can
this
uh,
function, this function you can use anywhere. Okay, like see, now we have called the store procedure, and after that, see, once it is completed, you can send the notification. You can use the switch. Okay, we have, I will show you the switch. This is like if then else. Okay, at the time I will show you how we can use then the main integration. I will show you one
oh,
use case to get.
yeah, yeah. It means
Okay.
in one integration we can call another integration also.
Yes, we can call it. No? I've shown you that too. You know, I use the soap adapter. I created one soap integration. So I invoke that soap integration using REST connection.
Okay.
See this integration, I can call it in another integration as well.
Okay. Okay. That's what I meant.
Yeah, yeah, we can. See if it is of invoke type, then we can use it. No issues.
Okay.
Right? So now I will show you. Excuse me. Wait, I have slept very late night. Okay. Now we have so far we have covered we have covered REST adapter, SOAP adapter, FTP, and DB. Now I will show you how we can use the file adapter. We have one file adapter. Okay, so this file adapter. Okay, so there are two adapters. One is FTP and another one is file adapter, right? So FTP adapter can be used only with the publicly accessible SFTP services. Servers, sorry. Okay, the servers which are accessible over the internet can be accessible. But what if you want to read or create a file from the agent machine? Then in that case you have to use the file adapter. So far we have seen the FTP adapter which are accessible over the internet. But what if I have one file, which means I have to create one file here. I have to create one file here. Then how can I do it? I cannot do it using the FTP, right? Because it is accessible over internet. But this is my local machine. To access this local machine folder and create a file here, I have to use the file adapter which will accept the agent. Got
Okay.
it? So here I will, yes, you understood the difference, right?
Yeah.
Or it is not clear yet?
Yeah, understood.
See, now I have one server that is remote server. So we had created one database. I was using the database, cloud database as a remote server for our FTP practice use cases, right? We were creating file, we were reading file, correct? So see that is accessible through FTP connection, but we cannot access through file connection, correct? But there, for example, I have to read one file here on my local machine. It is not possible using FTP connection. So we have to use it using the file connection, file adapter. Because here I will show you. Let me just create file connection, create. You see here, it is not asking me any other details. It is just asking me the agent, configure agent details. So we have to provide the agent. We have to select the agent which is available at our on-premise machine. Correct. So as soon as select this agent, I have to use this, and I will say test. It is 200%. Correct. So directly this file adapter will allow me to create the file on my local machine.
Okay.
Okay, save and close. Now you understood, right?
Yes.
Okay, so there we do not need to put in any details, only agent is required. Now I will go to integrations. I will I will create one CSV file at this under this directory. I will create one CSV file using this file connection. I will create new integration, app-driven orchestration here. Okay, so here I will say write file adapter int. Okay, again I will select the trigger point as my REST connection here. So here I will say write write file, write. So here I have to select the. Okay, so here I can see I can give as employees. I will use some employee or you can say anything. I will use the post operation here, and in the post operation I will pass the request and I will get the response of it. So I will pass some request from here. Okay, so the request will go in the JSON format, and the J whatever data I am passing from the payload, the same will create here into the CSV file. Clear? This is my requirement. So let's say next. So here I will select the sample JSON. Excuse me. Let me create one. Okay, so here what I will say. Okay, I can use the same one here. Okay, let me use the same one. I will use this format to create the file. Next. So in response, I will say status. Next and done. So similarly here I will add the file connection. So here I will say write employee. Okay, now do you want to specify the structure? Yes. Which file format? CSV file format. So I will create one sample format from this, one sample CSV format. ID, first name, last name, and salary. ID, first name, last name, salary. So I will get some sample data. We will see. Okay. So this is my sample data. So this I'm going to give some name as EM sample EMP dot CSV. Okay, so I have this sample file. I will use the same this sample file here. So now specify the following parameter for the file write operation. So I have to select the directory where I have to write the file. So I will write the file here under this directory. I will copy this. I'll paste it here. And what file name I have to use? I will say employee.csv. Next, okay, I have to choose the file, delimited sample file. This might sample delimited file. Okay, so here we'll give EMP employees. Okay, the same thing. Next, and the okay, save it. Map. I'll map this. All right.
Yes.
Navigate and close. So similarly, in output, here I will say file has been created. Okay, activate. Post music optimization from the body JSON. Okay. So I had to pass on to the using this. Okay. So I will simply say send. Here, for this status file has been created. Clear? Now
Yes.
see, under this directory I have one employee CSV. This is my data. As we did not give the headers, it gave me only data. So we pass this data, we get this data. Are you clear with it?
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
But in real time case, we don't use this file transfer, right? It's
Ah,
something.
no, no, no. Means if you get any requirement to write some file on the local machine on local server, then you can use this.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, mostly we don't get any requirement for this. FTP is the only requirement we used to get
Only.
it.
Yes.
write the file on SFTP server only. Nobody prefer to write a file on local machine. So there is
Local
one
means we can directly copy
connection.
paste. We can do it.
Yeah, we can do it.
Mm.
No. See, copy paste not like that. Suppose you are getting some data from the third party, okay, some third party tool, and you want to create that file onto your local server.
Okay.
Then in that case, you have to use that.
Mm-hmm.
This copy paste is not this. You do not have one already created file and you are copying from one source to another source. It's not like that. But you are getting the data in some other format. How can you copy that? Not possible. So you have to use the file
Yes.
adapter in this case.
Understand. Mm.
Okay, is it clear now? Or we can use
Yes.
the file connection as well, file adapter as well.
Yes.
Okay, now come to monitoring dashboard. Okay, this is my file adapter which we used. I have everything correct. If you want to see, you can go inside and see. Hey, did you check with your friend? Is he willing to join?
I went to no, I forget it.
Okay. Okay. Now, one more thing I will cover it. So in integration, I have style as published to OSC and subscribe to OSC. Okay. So what is this basically? When will So if you have heard about the queues, where you can publish the data and subscribe the data. Have you heard about queues?
Cubes.
Not cubes. It's queue.
Okay.
Means if you go to any temple, you stand in a queue, right?
Yeah.
Queues.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is the same thing. Means what you are doing. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say we are just subscribing any newsletter. Okay, means you would have subscribed to any newsletter. So we can say that we are subscribing to any newsletter of the Facebook. So if you subscribe to any newsletter, then the next day onwards you start receiving the some newsletter from it. Correct?
Yes.
Your value story. So let's say I have one subscription company. Let's say some any XYZ subscription. Maybe you would have subscribed some magazine or any newspaper.
Some YouTube channels are.
Yes. So let's say there is one Times company. Okay, that is newspaper company. Okay, so they have some channels also, TV broadcasting channels, some newspaper also. So you are subscribing to their channels or you are subscribing to their newspaper. So once you start subscribing it, from the next day onwards, you start receiving the newspaper at your home. So let's say they have some different English newspaper, okay, Hindi newspaper, similarly English channel, Hindi channel. So as per your choice you will subscribe to any of this, either you want to read English newspaper or you want to read Hindi newspaper or you want to read Telugu newspaper, correct?
Yes.
So as per your requirement you will subscribe to any of these newspaper. Okay, you may subscribe to one or more also. Okay, so it is a similar thing. So they are publishing, Time company, they are publishing. What they are publishing? They are publishing the newspaper, also they are publishing the broadcast channels. Okay. So it is your choice what you are subscribing to them. Okay. Either you want to subscribe newspaper, either you want to subscribe the channel, and the newspaper you want to subscribe Hindi, English, Telugu as per your requirement. Okay. So you can subscribe to one or more uh, newspapers. So it is a similar thing. We have published to OIC and subscribe to OIC. Means we will be creating the publish to OIC to publish the service. Okay, similarly, they are providing services. No? These are nothing but services. Means broadcasting channel, it entertainment service. Newspaper is also kind of one service. Okay, they are providing you with some service, kind of reading service. Okay, they are providing some online newspaper as well. Okay, so this is nothing but they are providing the online service. Okay, so similarly, you understood my concept, right? Hello.
Yes, Mohit. Yeah, yeah. I'm
Okay.
unmute.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. Let me give you one more example. Let's say I have one HRMS tool. I have one HRMS system. Okay, let's say it is EBS system. Okay, so as soon as I enter some data into my EBS HRMS system, the same data should go to my application one. Okay, so the whatever data is coming to my EBS HRMS system, the same data should go to my two different application, in application one and application two. So similarly, what will happen? This will become the subscriber, and these sorry, this will become the publisher. It is going to publish the data, and these two applications are going to subscribe to this data.
Yes.
Correct? Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll create the publish to SE and subscribe to SE. I will first create a publish to SE. I will select this. So here in publish to OSE, I will give the first name here. What integration name I have to give? So I will say publish integration. I will say test publish integration. Excuse me. Okay, or else what you can give. So we are going to just create the employees out of it. So I will say publish employees. Create. Now you see the right hand side, the IC messaging service will come automatically, which means a queue will be created. So this is nothing but a queue.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
here on the left hand side, we will use one trigger point. So what will be my trigger point? Again, I will use a REST REST connection as my trigger point. Okay, so here I will say publish employee data. Okay, here forward slash employees, and this will be my post, correct? And I will select only request payload. I will not select the response. I'm not going to get it. So the request payload again. Okay, so request payload. Let's say let me use the same request payload. Next and done. All right. So see, this is how it has got created. So whatever data I will publish here, it will go into this queue, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
It will go, yeah, it will go into this queue and it will stand there. See, and close. Now I just created the publish. So activate this first. Now I will create one subscriber which will subscribe to that queue and will get the employee data. I will click on create. I'll use this subscribe to OIC. Okay, so here I will say subscribe. So what I will do, I will insert this data into the database. So I have this table, right? Subscribe, insert EMP ID. Next. So you see now, whenever you create, it will ask you the queue. Okay. There might be possibility that you have multiple publisher and the list will come here. List will come
Hmm.
here and you have to select which publisher you want to subscribe. Correct? So now as we have option. I'll create it again. Okay. So here I will say subscribe, insert EMP ID. So I will select this publisher. Now this publisher can by default. Now what I have to use the invoke point here, I will select this Oracle DB connection to insert the data into database. Okay, so here I will say insert EMP. Here I will perform an operation to insert the data. I'll say next. Short schema where I want to insert the data. EMP table. Okay. So whatever data will come here in this queue, I will get this data. I have to map here. So this is the data which is coming from the request, and this is my employee table.
Nice.
Okay, validate and close. It's created tracking and close. Activate. Now I will go to this publish endpoint and I'm going to run this service. So just keep in mind we have to run this publish, not the subscribe.
Okay.
Okay, so here I will say post and data I can take it from here. What I have so far, 1 to Mohit, no problem. So here I will give some again 10, 20. Okay, simply I will say send. Okay, so we got the status 20 to accepted as the one way. Okay, now I will come to the database and query this. I have the data 10 and 20.
Okay.
Yes. So similarly, see how it worked? I just created one publish and I subscribed it. So I subscribed it using the database. Whatever data is coming, the same data should go into my database. Now what I will do, I will create one more subscriber. I will create one more subscriber which will create the file on my local machine. Subscribe, write, file, int, create. I will use the same publisher here. So here I will use the file connection. So here I will say write emp sample. I have one sample CSV as a next. So I want to get my file created here and I will give sub means subscribe emp subscribe emp.csv. I want to create the file with this name subscribe emp.csv. Next, I have one sample file. I will select the same. Here I will say employees. Next, okay, I will do the mapping. Okay, this is the request data and this is my file data. Tracking, it's already there. Okay, save. Close. Now I have two subscribers. Correct. Now I have two subscribers for this. One is to
Yes. One
insert
is
the data
insert
into
and one is
database.
creating file. Yes.
Okay. So what will happen now? Once I run this, it will insert the data into database as well as it will create the file.
Create the file.
Okay, it will create a file here this time. So here, let me just change some data. Let's say 30. So simply I will say send. Okay, 202 accepted. Come to the database query. I have 30, 40. Come to the file. I have subscribed EMP file. Okay, clear? How we can
Yes.
do the publish to OIC and subscribe to
Yes.
OIC. Now come here, integration, monitoring. So if you see here, it has created three instances. One is to publish, one is to subscribe to EMP and TM, one is to write file. One is for database, one is for file. It is created three instances. Is it clear?
Yes, yes, Mohit.
Any doubt? Any questions?
Up to is okay. I had to
It's
start.
clear.
I had to start practice.
Okay, okay, started. No problem. So what happened to that issue you reported to Oracle? Has it been resolved?
That is patch. They have to apply a patch.
They
That's
applied
the
as
only
I
problem.
told you, na, I told you. See, see this ICS now, it's not giving at stable. So these issues, used to come, and you will not also come to know exactly what the issue is. So basically, you have to do some hit and trial from your side. You have to keep activate, reactivate the connection. Okay, reactivate the integration. Mostly, the issue gets resolved there only. You deactivate and reactivate it. Okay, the connection, check the connection, test connection. Sometimes it happens. So mostly issue gets resolved there only. If it doesn't get resolved with that, then last option is razor, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have
Okay.
followed the same.
Anyways, so sorry, come again.
We have followed the same. We have even that integration we got from production, and we imported here in test
Yeah,
environment.
right.
Even though
Correct.
it's showing the same error only. That's why we.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Yeah, it happens.
Hmm.
Yes. Okay. Anyways, no problem. Chalo.
Okay.
So we'll wind up for the day. We continue for the day. Okay.
Yeah.
Chalo, bye.
And videos yesterday also didn't
I
receive
will.
it.
I will share. I will share today. I will share today both. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.